Yeah.
My first responsibility was to my family, and
you got to answer some questions to the wife, don't you, Eddie?
And then my next responsibility is not to address the world before I address my family new birth. I love you, son. Let me, because I'm pastor, I'm going to talk to you for a moment and make a statement, and we'll be gone. This is an extremely difficult time. For me, it's an extremely difficult time for my family. It's extremely difficult time for you, because many who have called you and asked you questions and all of these kind of things, you ain't never got this many phone calls in your life. It's a time when you actually see the veil dropped and who's with you and who's not with you. So as a pastor to make this statement, I want to help everybody. And the first thing, I just want to talk to you for about 10 or 15 minutes. I want to thank all the pastors who left their churches, all my sons and daughters. It wouldn't be right without the happy preacher here. All my sons and daughters, pastors here, Bishop Murphy, Pastor Landers, Pastor William Murphy. I can go on and on and on out here, Pastor Davis and all. But I want to help all of us this morning. If I can do that and just say these things, and then we'll move. This is difficult for everybody. This is probably the most difficult time in my entire life.
Nigga, speed up.
The first thing I might just say is for everybody is I want to just talk to you for a moment about how to handle painful and difficult situations. How to handle painful and difficult situations. And I started with a scripture from Psalms 34:19. Y'all didn't know I was going to use my Bible today. Of all days, I just want to take just a few moments, and then I'll say what the rest of you came to hear.
This nigga is dragging this shit out.
I would rather you just say that shit first.
But I gotta talk to my family.
You need to talk to the nigga who put that damn weed on top of
many
your
are the
head.
afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of all of them. Our purpose today is twofold. It's to minister to those who are present and to strengthen the new birth family. Above all, this church and the Church of the Living God and all that is precious and holy in this wonderful moment. And I want you to focus on what the Spirit of God has to speak to us, not to focus on Eddie Long. There's a simple emphasis that I would like to use to minister that was given direction to our church and family in this time of Because you got to understand the reality of painful situations. You got to understand the response to painful situations. And then we have to know what the remedy is for painful situations. The reality of a painful situation, I would refer to Isaiah 43:2. Just write it down. It says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. And when you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flames scorch you. Unfortunately, my brothers and my sisters, life is filled with painful situations that makes the time of joy and happiness not as magnificent as we would like. As long as man has to deal in life, you will find that life will be unfair. The rains on the just and the unjust. And we are all subject to face distasteful and painful situations.
Like your hair.
Bishop Long, Eddie Long, and you can put your name in that blank, will have some bad situations. The righteous face painful situations with a determined expectancy. We are not exempt from pain, but he promises to deliver us out of our pain. Solutions or situations of destruction, pain caused by floods, pain caused by earthquakes, tsunamis, Katrina, those that had to be relocated, lost things in a day, the stress, the challenge of painful situations. Some in here, a situation of disease and sickness, have been to the doctor and got reports that wasn't favorable. That's why we do our confession and this, the ending of that 21 days to bring you into wholeness. Painful situation. Situations of disappointment. Many have been disappointment, hopelessness, and unmet expectations.
All right.
Situations of death. There's parents in here who lost children and people who were suddenly taken away in car accidents or unexpected things. Situations of deception. When one has been betrayed by those that they love.